What's up, world? Lee here with Stick Strings and Other Things, my teeny tiny little corner of the internet where I come to you every other week to chit chat with you about all of crafty things that I have been getting my hands onto. This is episode 78 and I am coming to you on, it's a Tuesday. That's all I can tell you. It's Tuesday, February 20th. This will be uploading Wednesday, the 21st. I am filming this much later in the day than I normally do because I worked today. I had a half day at work today, which doesn't sound so bad until you realize that it takes me just as many hours to get to work and home as it does to do a half day. Yeah, that's why I don't normally do half days, but they needed the help. So, they got the help. I am drinking tea because I'm gonna fall down if I don't. For tea. Tea is life. Tea is everything. This is, I don't even remember. What is this? It is Peach Cobbler Oolong from Plum Deluxe. It's very tasty tea. Yes, it has caffeine. Will I regret that later today? This evening? Tonight? Probably not, because I'm tired. So probably not. Right. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found me. There are several of you according to the numbers on the fancy YouTube thing. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. I hope you find me palatable, and I hope you like and subscribe. If you have been here before, you know what you're in for. Maybe. Because I sure don't know what I'm in for, or what you're in for. We'll all find out together, because that's how this works. Let's get into it. I have a finish, except you're not going to see it. I was working on a pair of Petty Harbor socks, the pretty purple socks that I was working on. I finished them, and I gave them to my friend, who I was making them for. And he proved himself fantabulously knit-worthy, as soon as I handed him the socks, he sat down. He took off his socks that he was wearing, and he put on his new knit socks and went, ooh. So yes, definitely a knit-worthy friend. I knew he was already, so he just proved it again. Anyhow, I did finish those, and those are off to him, and he is, well, he's worn them. Hooray. But I do not have a picture because I didn't think about it. Oh well, so, yeah, no picture. I do have chaos right now because I don't know where anything is. I do have a hoe. It is living in here. Now, a hoe is a half object or a half finished object. And I have yarn. So, a hoe is a half object or a half finished object. And therefore, yes, I am working on socks. These are, ta-da, my stripes socks. These are the socks for my Farmer's Daughters Fibers Sock Squad sock set from February this month. It was a 50-gram skein and then two mini 20-gram minis. So the 50-gram is this lovely purple amethysty color. Then the minis were the citrony and the turquoise. And this is what I did. It is a 64 stitch sock, and I just kind of made up my own thing. I did a 2x2 rib at the top, and then I continued down into a 3x1 rib for the rest of the sock. I did some alternating stripes here, which I then repeated on the foot, and decided that I wanted the toe to be shiny as well, and so I did the toe in the blue. I have committed one horrendous crime in sock knitting, though. I haven't started the second sock. I know. Call the knit police. I have not started the second sock. Typically, what I do as soon as I finish the first sock is I cast on the second sock, because for some reason that makes it easier to finish the second sock. I have not, and you will notice there is no sock. There is no second sock. I need to get these finished this month. That's my rule for my sock of the month. Sock Squad was to finish them the month they came. It is the 20th. And yes, there are 29 days in February this year. 9. I have an extra day this month. Need to get going. And now, yeah, I just kind of made a stripy sock pattern. I did not follow a pattern. It's got a slip stitch heel, regular toe. Not much to say. But I will show you the socks. Yarns, that is. This is the 50 gram. Oh, I guess there were two 50 gram? I don't remember. There must have been two 50 grams and a 20. I'm sorry. I apologize. I said there was 150 and two minis. There were two 50-gram minis. Two 50-gram skeins in two different colors, the purple and the citron. And then the mini was this turquoise. For some reason I thought that was a 20-gram mini, and it's really not. Really, really not. I have plenty to make a second sock. I used Hayas in a 2.25. Not reading this because it's a 2.5 millimeter Haya Sharp. My favorite. So I need to get that second sock on the needle so that I can finish the second sock. I do. So that is my hoe. Other than that, I have whips. Whips, and there might be a couple starts. Because, again, doing the 50 starts by 50, I have to have new starts. It's a requirement. It is a requirement. So let's start with, I don't think I showed you the entirety of my No Time Like the Present. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery Mystery. I keep saying it's a mystery knit along. It's not a mystery. It is the Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along for 2024, No Time Like the Present. It's living in this lovely dragon bag that my sister got me for Christmas. I am using I am using, not Vicky Clayton silks, I am using Leo and Roxy flosses. They're not called Leo and Roxy. Roxy Flosco flosses. I swear, I'm doing okay. I have had a whole day already, and now I'm filming, and there's chaos up here. There's just chaos up here. I'm using Roxy Flosco flosses in, I don't remember the two colors, but I can show you. I have this on Tephra by Cedar River Linen. And here is my progress. It's so good. I am trying to get a minimum of 4,000 stitches done a month on this one, so that it will be done well before October. Well, it'll be done in October. So good, so good. I just loved this. This is so pretty. So pretty. Oh. It is so good. And there's cat hair. Of course there's cat hair. There's cat hair everywhere. I love this piece. I love working on it. It is lovely. And when I pick it back up in March, I will be going over here. I'll probably actually finish this little section here, just because it's calling to be finished over there. And then I will move over here and finish the column on this side, which probably will not be 4,000 stitches. So then I will move into the clock face that is up here, I do believe. It's so good. It is so good. The red that I am using is Falu red. It is the blue that I can't. Yonder! Yonder. I remembered. The blue is yonder. And I love this piece so much. It is just pretty. I need to check something real quick. Yeah. Okay. I was just checking my thread bed. I was like, I haven't been able to find my waxer. That would be because I left my waxer in my thread bed with No Time Like the Present. That's all. I have all the lovely, oh, look at it all. Look at all that Falu red. I love Falu red. So I do not think I showed you that last time. If I have, and that you'd seen all that progress before, well, it's pretty. You got to see it again. Then I don't know what else I've worked on. I know what else I've worked on, but I don't reaching. Apologies for that giant reach there. I don't know what I've worked on in what order or anything. So this is going to be random and chaos, and that is just how we're going to roll today. This is the one I haven't started yet. Let's do this. This was my new start. This was my new moon new start. I did not do a dragon because, well, because I didn't. I didn't have a dragon handy, and I didn't have time. I didn't. So what I started for the new moon new start for myself was the Scarlet Unspoken by Dimples Designs. So I started this lovely little corset. And I pulled it out, and I got all ready to start it, and I started stitching it, and the cursing began. Yes. I put it on thread drops. Look at all those lovely, beautiful, gorgeous, deep reds. And the cursing started because there are these. Krynic and blending filament. Not only, and some beads, not only is there Krynic and blending filament, there's Krynic and, can we not have the white balance? There we go. I am literally not a ghost. I am pale, but I'm not a ghost. There's Krynic and blending filament and quarter stitches, 3/4 stitches, and half stitches, and more quarter stitches, and blending filament quarter stitches, and blending filament by itself, and blending filament with Krynic. Who on the planet thinks that's a good idea? Anyhow, I did a bunch. All of the gold that is on there, except for the word right here, letters right here, that's all Krynic. All of it. It's gonna be sparkly and pretty, and I love it. But yeah, I need to do something else with this pattern because I was getting all sorts of confused once I got into here as to what is a 3/4 stitch and which is a quarter stitch, and I need to plan out the pattern page better. I think I'm just going to photocopy it and do some coloring on it before I pull it out again. But I did get a decent start, and it's gonna be gorgeous when it's done. Whew, it was a little brain breaky, and that is good to know for the next time I pull it out, that you gotta think a lot with this. Look at all that. Look at all that Krynic though. See that shine? And this is all blending filament right here. And there's going to be beads and beads and beads for days. There's some white in here too. I don't know if you can see the white. Beads for days, people. I'm going to love it. I am going to love it, but whew. Whew. And this is on a, I don't even know if I know what fabric it is. I think it's the Called For. Let's see if I have any information. Yeah, I do. It's a 32 count Joblin lamb's wool. Haha, if you keep all the things, you know what you're doing. And I would not do this on any smaller than a 32 count. First off, there's beads, so no, you shouldn't. But really, with all that Krynic, you couldn't have gotten any smaller than what's going on over here. It is going to be pretty. Like, all of this is done except for the beading on the outside. So I just have the corset left to do and a couple of words down here, I think they are. Not easy. Not easy at all, but it's gonna be beautiful. So, Scarlet Unspoken. My 7th start, I wanna say, of the year. Where are you gonna live now? I do not know where you need to live. I've also worked on one of my Whip Go calls, sadly only one. It is the one living in the lovely fox bag. This is Jane Reese by the Scarlet Letter. On a 50 count offish white, white-ish, white. I'm just going to be a ghostly glow for today. We're just going to glow in very whiteness today. Anyhow. What was I saying? Jane Reese. Scarlet Letter. Bristol Orphan Sampler. 50 count. Using Vicky Clayton silks in an Oh My God red. Variegated. And I have been doing a lot. It doesn't even fit on my board. That is how lovely she is. So I was somewhere in here when I picked it up this year. And I got to somewhere in here during last month when it was called for Whip Go. So somewhere in here, all the way through these, and then this is what I did for this month's Whip Go call. And, oh, so good. Look at these borders. And yes, they do end randomly in those different spots. These borders are completed. And then I came over here and did the crown and the Bible and the cross. And I've started in on this leaf border. I foolishly have this on my finish list for this year. I don't think it's going to happen. I think I have it on my Whip Go board 2 more times, which will not get it done. And I'm not sure if I will keep pulling it out to work on so it will get done, but I will get a huge chunk. If I can finish this center column with my Whip Go calls, I will feel rather chuffed and feel like I have done quite a good job on it this year. Oh, she looks so good. Look how good she looks. Ah, oh, Jane, you're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, Jane. Anyhow, I did not fill in the word Bible or the spine parts with a white color. There's one other place, I don't remember where, that uses a white color. I think it might have been in this one. And it is the only place that any white thread is used. I'm just leaving it out and leaving it blank. I think it works just fine. You can see it. So I am making it a true monochrome with 0 extra stitches. And now she can go away until she is called again for Whip Go. And with the way she's been being called, that'll be next month. I have no clue. I have that Whip Go calls. It's only the 20th today. There are no Whip Go calls yet. But she can live elsewhere while we wait. Oh God, where is she going to live? I have a plan. There is a plan. There's organization behind me, I promise. Actually, if you notice, I have my yarn all finished again. All of my yarn is put away again, and it takes up even less room than it did before, which I don't know how, because there's more yarn. But it takes up less room, so whatever. Oh, and this vacuum bag, it got a puncture in it, so I tried to cover it with duct tape to hope that the vacuum part of the bag would it doesn't work now. It doesn't work as a vacuum bag, but it works as an anti-moth device, so that's the main goal. Right, let's get off the moth thing. Sorry, I have like a bug bite on the top of my foot. It really itches, and it itched all day at work, driving me batty. And now I'm not wearing any shoes, so I can scratch it, and I shouldn't. You're right, I shouldn't. I should be good. Living in here is my 8th start of the year. If I'm wrong, I will put it down here, which start number it is. I'm going to say 8. Check here for what it really is. This is my Valentine Day start. Roxy, Floss, Evertote, and Modern Folk Embroidery. My kryptonite. Anytime they release anything, they are my kryptonite. They did a Salentine box, which I got. And in the Salentine box was this pattern with all of the extras because I bought the box. And this is the Valentine start. It's so pretty. I am using 40 count porcelain by Roxy Flossco and the called for colors, which are Honeymoon, raspberry puree, and oink. The 12-year-old in me loves the fact that the pink is called oink. And now I can show you my whopping amount of my whopping amount of stitching. It's over 300 stitches, but barely. I did a bit of the top in the honeymoon color, which I love, actually. It looks really pretty. Look at that color. Isn't that nice? And that's as far as I got. Oh, here's the needle minder we got. So pretty. That's it. That's all I did. That's as far as I got. And it's pretty, and I like it, and I'm gonna keep it out. I'm gonna keep it available to me so that I can pull it out again if I have time, because I really do like it. It's very, very pretty, but I just couldn't get into it for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe I have too many modern folk embroideries on the go. I don't know. Is there such a thing, though? Is there such a thing as too many modern folk embroideries on the go at once? There might be. There might be. And I might be reaching it. They're all different, though, so I don't know. But I do think it's gorgeous, and I do love it. And I didn't get very far. And I didn't start anything else. So I kept meaning to do a start for Carla, from Carla Being Crafty's Be Your Own Valentine stitch along, and I never started it. I never did, and I don't think I'm going to, because time is running out this month, and I just don't have the brain space to have a timed piece on me right now, because I would want to start and finish that piece, and that's all on me. That's not what Carla has. No. Carla says just start something. There's the finish part. That's all on me and my hang-ups. I don't know. The only other things I have are some knitting. Living in here is my mini mock tank by Jessie Made Designs, which I really, really thought would be done by now. Did. Last night, I was working on the bottom ribbing. As you can see, there's my 1x1 rib on the bottom. I have 10 more rows of ribbing and a bind off, I think. I'm guesstimating it. I did 5, and I was so tired I just needed to go to bed. So I went to bed. Other than that, I have the whole thing done, and I've tried it on, and it looks great. So here is, let's put it in the right way forward, my mini mock tank. I do not know where I was last time because I was foolish and did not put a stitch marker in to show my progress. So I do not know where I was. I know I didn't have the neckband on, but I put that on so that I could try it on and it would sit on me correctly. And I have stitched longer than was called for because I'm an old lady and I need the coverage. So I went for the coverage, and it's my knitting, and that's what you get to do when you're doing your own knitting. And I am now on the ribbing. I know I did the mock tank on a size. I know I did because I can check. On a size US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter. I did not go down as many needle sizes for the ribbing. I think I only went down 1. I don't know. Let me find out. What did I go down to needle size wise? I went down to a US 3, 3.25. So yeah, I only went down a teeny tiny bit for my ribbing, but that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. I love the way it fits. I love the way the arms fit. It really has a good look. It has a good fit. It is negative ease. I probably have maybe an inch of negative ease on this, which is about what I was wanting. I wouldn't have minded if I'd gone to 2, but it is not 0 ease. It is a little bit of negative ease, and I think it is just about perfect for the type of piece that I was trying to make. This is in Hazel Knits Artisan Sock in the colorway Emerald City. Here is what I have left. This was one of her, I've caused a tangle between my old stitches, old needle, and this was one of her big wheels. So it was an 800-yard skein. This used to fit around it. So I've done a chunk. I've done a chunk of knitting with that. But I will say, I love knitting with a big wheel when you're doing a piece like this because there's hardly any ends. There were tons of ends at the beginning, but they were part and parcel of the construction of the piece. The connections and things like that. It was very funky. Not funky. It was an interesting way of starting the project. I liked it. I thought it did well and it looks good on. So I really do enjoy the construction of the piece. And then I put the neckband on and I've already woven in all of my ends. I know, who am I? But I really did think that I would have this blocking right now. I so wanted to finish this bottom and, excuse me. And no, I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I needed bed. I needed to sleep. So this shall be finished tonight. That is my plan while I am editing, is to finish the ribbing on here. So pretty. Just a nice tank. It will be gorgeous. Let me just shove this in front of your face. Look at the color. It's so pretty. If I'm going to shove it in front of the camera, I may as well let you look at all the beautiful color of it. So I've almost finished with that. My other thing is living in here, and this is just a work project. Thought I'd show it off to you because I haven't. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I don't know. Ah, no. Sorry. Some stitches fell off my needles. Let me just put them back on. There we go. I just pulled them off again. Wow. I have so many stitch stoppers. I love them. I purchase them. I use them a lot. Do I ever put them on my work projects? No, never. For some reason. No, bug nuts. I didn't catch the mohair on that stitch. So let me just fix my knitting right now. No worries. There we go. Now I caught the mohair. Is all happy in Hatland? No, I have dropped that stitch completely. Drat. Hold. Oh, I've dropped 2 stitches. Oh, bother. Hi, I'm back. I thought I would just, talk to you while I'm doing this. I decided to grab my emergency handy tools and just fix my dropped stitches here while we're chatting. And now I have done so. Because these are great tools. Little handy tools. This one has multiple sizes. This is my favorite size, which is a 3mm. Favorite size for fixing dropped stitches. You should just always have a handy tool on you at all times if you're a knitter. Anyhow, now that my stitches are picked up, let me show you the hat, which I don't think I've shown you before, but I may have. I don't remember. This is an Oslo hat by Petite Knit, and it is a very simple hat, but since it's a paid pattern, I don't want to give you too much. You do a number of stitches, you stitch for a length, and I don't think I even follow the directions for that length. Then you fold it over, you stitch the two sides together, so you have a double brim here. You again knit up for however long you feel like you want to have the hat, and then you do the decreases. I think that vagued it up for you nicely. I am doing these on a US 3 3.25mm needle. These are my Mindful needles, 16-inch cable. Obviously, holding a fingering and a mohair together. I think I have shown this actually, because I think I remember commenting on it. This is Serial Knitters Dye House yarns in their Phantom Lace, which is the mohair, and the mohair is in the Rain Shimmer colorway. And the Cherry Creek sock is in the Silver Leaf, which was a one-of-a-kind colorway. So it's the Cherry Creek sock. And I like these two together. I think they make for a pretty hat. Ta-da! Makes for a great work project because it's just roundy, roundy, roundy knitting, and I can pick it up and put it down whenever I need to. And use it as examples of how to do things. Sometimes like pick up stitches. Sometimes like this is how you measure gauge. I did so many mini workshop one-on-ones with how to figure out gauge with people today. So many. So very many. If you want to know about knitting gauge, I gotcha. Ask away. Ask away. I can explain it to you. So many people today. I don't know why. It was just, it comes in waves like that. I just found it interesting. So that is everything. Yaha! That's everything. That is all my whips. I only had the one finish, which I didn't even get to show you because I forgot to take a picture. And I had my hoe for my sock. Next time it will be a finish because next time will be, I was going to say January. No, the month that comes after February would be March. I know how to tell time. So that is my, all my whips. I'm usually not this chaotic. Filming after work is a little difficult, evidently, for my brain. I don't know how y'all do it. Well, most of you don't film after work. That would be how you do it. You do it on your day off, which is what I usually do. It is so wonderfully gray. I didn't even talk about the weather. That is how off I am. It is a lovely gray, wet, drizzly, rainy Pacific Northwest day, and I am here for it. Bring on the rain and the wet. I am happy. Let's get into plans. I do have them. I have plans. I have so many plans. You know a couple of them. You know my work project. Just going to knit away on that until I get to the decreases and need to bring it home. I'm going to finish my sock because it's a sock and it needs to be done. I am going to finish my mini mock tank because I am so close I can taste it. After I finish my mini mock tank, what I should do is finish my Hybrid Knit Along shawl from Stephen West. And then I should finish my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along shawl. I don't think that's what I'm going to do, however. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm good and I will finish at least the Hybrid Knit Along, but I really want to start my reading shawl. It's all the yarn's right here. It's right here, and I really want to start it, so I might do that. We'll see. I do need to do my next Whip Go Call, which was Elizabeth by Carriage House. I haven't even started it, and I need to. So this will be going into the Q Snap tomorrow so that I can get my 5 days in on Elizabeth. Get back in there. And then on 29th, I will start my long dog because I want to start a long dog on Long Day Leap Day. So I'm going to join that Sal, and I showed you last time which one I was planning on doing, and that is still the one I'm planning on doing. Other than that, I would love to make some more progress on the With Love piece, which is the Modern Folk Embroidery Valentine's piece. And I think I want to start the who is this? Forbidden Fiber Company. Absence and Desire piece. I think I'd like to start that. I don't know. We'll see. Again, with the ghost. The ghost of my sanity past. That is what it is. I also really want to start an Odyssey piece that I have. The fabric is right here. I just haven't decided on the orange that needs to go with it because none of them look right. And I really want it to be an orange or orangey red. I just haven't found the right one. And so it sits here and I walk past it and go, that's not right. I walk past it, that's not right. I walk past it, that's not right. Right. So let's get to stash. I do not have a ton. I have a little. I forgot! I forgot! I have a finish! I have a cross stitch finish! I totally forgot about it. Which? I finished which? From Rovaris. This was my... I'm missing my 25-minute a day piece. This was my 25, it used to be my 25/7, but what it is now is my 100 stitch a day project. And I'm gonna have to pause for just a second because I have to go find my current 100 stitch a day project, which isn't out here. I finished Witch. Oh my gosh. So I do have a finish. I have 2 finishes. I have Witch and I have my Petty Harbor socks. There is Witch. This is on 40 Count Peanut by Bestitch Me. It is a Rovaris chart using Anchor Black and 2 variegated threads that I don't remember. I finished it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I do not have my current piece. Well, if you will hold on for just a moment, I will be right back. I've returned. I have my 100 stitch a day project. I am apologizing greatly for being so very scattered. I'm very scattered. It lives in here. This is my current 100 stitches a day project. Try to pull it out every day to get 100 stitches in. This is Winter Comes by Heartstring Samplery, and I am doing the larger piece on the black because it's pretty and I liked it. When I pulled it out, I had not done as much as I thought I had. Isn't that always the case of it? Isn't that always the case? I had not done as much as I thought. So I have this on my finish list this year. And I thought, oh, I'll just pull it out. 100 stitches a day. I'll get it popped right out. It'll be great. Because I thought I'd done a chunk. I had done this little bit of holly. This little bit of whatever flowery twiggy thing. And this acorn. It's not an acorn, it's a pine cone. Pine cone and leaf. I had done that. And that was it. Finish for this year in 100 stitches a day. I don't know. Anyhow, let me show you what I do have. It is still on the Q-snaps because, well, it's easier that way when you're doing 100 stitches a day. Yes, whoop, let's move there. I did the snowflake below it, and then I started moving across. I am almost at this other corner. I have done the first bit of the holly that is on the corner for turning. There's fluff on it. For turning. So this is just about as wide as it is. So it'll head down this way now. I love this piece. It is so pretty. I love it on the black. It is just the colors. The colors just glow on the black. They just pop right off of it and I really, really love it. I'm not having any problem knitting or stitching. I'm not having any problem stitching on the black unless it's during the day and it's sunny. In which case, I can't see a damn thing. But if I pull this out at night, I'm fine. You would think better light would mean you could see better on the black. Not for me. This is a 32 count, I think. Yeah, it is 32 count. Belfast black linen. And I am using the called for threads and I'm doing it 2/2. Everything else that I've shown you is 1/1. Except for Elizabeth, who's also 2/2, I think. No, Elizabeth is also 1/2. I think everything else has been 1/2. This is the only one I have that's 2/2 right now. In my current things that I've shown you. Not in my current whip piles of many whips. No. I have other 2/2s, but that I have shown you today. And yes, I can see through it, so I'm trying to not have it be see-through. I do love it. It is so pretty. There we go. I was like, I swear I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm missing my 100 stitches a day piece. I like having a 100 stitches a day piece. it gets some good progress, and I mean, that's a lot of progress considering I haven't been working on it for that long, really. A little over a week, I want to say. I'm guessing. I have no actual clue because I didn't write it down in my current notes. It's in my actual notes in my computer, but it's not in my current notes because why would I why would I want to do that and give you information that might actually be helpful? I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I do want to do that. I'm right. My 100 stitch a day project. Really like it. I do not know if I'm going to keep working on that one until it is done, because that's a lot more stitching than I thought I had signed up for that piece. So I may have lost some thread. There's thread on the floor. One moment. Not only was it thread on the floor, it's a threaded needle on the floor. Luckily, because this is 2 strands, I know that it came from here. Oh, and now I've lost the white thread. There. Now I have the white needle and the green needle. Let's not lose the threaded needles. Let's not lose the needles. Right. Anyhow, where was I? Oh, that's where I was. I was talking about that had a lot less on it when I pulled it out than I thought it did, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to work on it 100 stitches a day until the end, because that's a lot more than I thought I'd signed up for. I may just do it until spring, at the spring equinox. At the spring equinox at the end of March, I may put that away and leave it on my spinny board, my spinny wheel, to be called later, but put it away until something else happens. Like I get some of my other 100 stitch a day pile that I want to worked on. None of that made sense, and I apologize. So, let's get to stash is where I'd started, and then I saw the witch that I'd forgotten to show you, which then led to remembering about Winter Comes because it's my 100 stitch a day. Right. I got the greenhouse from Cottage Garden. Fabulous Houses 3. I got the greenhouse. It's going to be pretty. And I purchased the threads and the chart for Moonbeam Tea because I love that. I just love that. Tea. How could I not get this? Because tea. How could I not? So pretty. I love this. And I think I'm going to pop this into my bag to be a start sometime next month. Maybe it'll be my new start for March. Anyhow, these are the threads. Really exciting. I did not get the fabric because I have a blue fabric, I'm sure. I'm sure that I do. So it's a bunch of Classic Colorworks. And I'm guessing, oh no, I was going to say I'm guessing some TMC. No, it's just Classic Colorworks. So I have all the threads for that. I had to get Moonbeam Tea. And that is all the stash that I have purchased. Ha ha ha. I do have my monthlies that will arrive. But other than that, I'm trying to not buy much in the way of stash because I don't need it. I don't need more things. I really, really don't. I keep looking at market pieces. So far, I have not purchased a thing. Doesn't mean I don't want to. But I'm right now putting them all on a wish list and seeing what sticks. Because otherwise, you end up with a ton of stash, and how can you do it all? You try. And collecting is different than doing anyway. But I have a nice collection as well. And it's carefully curated collection. It is. Much like my yarn, another carefully curated collection. But I do want to play with it all. So that would be stash, that would be whips, that would be everything. So we can move on to life, because I think I did plans. I don't know, there was chaos in there somewhere, and there was confusion, and I apologize for this scattered, very scattered costume that I'm putting up today. Life. Yes. It's a little more random and chaotic than I'm used to. I finished my Christmas gift. Was it a Christmas gift or was it a birthday gift? Christmas and our birthday are 3 days apart, so I can't always remember which is which. I was given Lego Rivendell. And so I built Lego Rivendell. And then also had a kit to light up Lego Rivendell, because why wouldn't you? So I have Lego Rivendell lit now, and it's gorgeous. If I figure out how, I will put a little clip of that in right here. Rivendell is lit, isn't it? Slightly does kind of look like it might possibly be on fire, but it's gorgeous. I am a Tolkien geek, therefore Rivendell and love, built, gorgeous, happy, lit, amazing. Has a home happily, a happy home on top of my liquor cabinet, because that's where it could fit. And it looks great, and I love it. So that is one life thing. Another life thing, I have my annual chocolate party this Saturday. So that's going to be fun. We will fill the house with friends and with chocolate and things that go with chocolate and things that are adjacent to chocolate and tea and coffee and things that might possibly completely ignore chocolate because you're full up of chocolate. You can't stand it anymore. All the things chocolate. So my annual chocolate party is happening this Saturday, and I am all for it. We've been doing it for years, and it's fun. Other than that, I need to eat dinner. I need to eat dinner, and I need to edit this, and I need to wash my face and go to bed. I think I might make myself a fancy little tea in the evening tonight after dinner. I think I might make myself a fancy, like maybe a Moroccan mint or something like that, and sip that while I finish my mini mock, if it hasn't been finished by the time I'm finished with editing. If it has been finished, then I will drink the fancy tea that I want to make, and I will start my second sock. That's what I'll do. Those are my plans for tonight. I thank you all for visiting. I hope you are all doing as well as you can be, and that only gets better if it can. Maybe you're doing so awesome that life couldn't get any better, in which case, good on you. Good job. We should all feel that way at some point in our lives. And if you don't feel that way, may your life improve. May you sit down with a cup of tea or a cup of water or a cup of whatever it is you want and take it easy. Take time for yourself. You need it. You deserve it. And happy crafting. I will see you all in 2 weeks. It will be March in 2 weeks. And I will hopefully be able to show you some progress on my things. Until then, like I said, happy crafting. Bye all.